Laptop's booting up. Mic's set. Chairs in place.
Perfect. We're ready.
Hello and welcome to Make It Make Sense with Auntie. Of course, I am Auntie, and I thank you all for tuning in each and every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Trust me, I got an exciting show for you. But in the meantime, between time, if you need to contact me, I have my contact information listed below. If you just need somebody to talk to or maybe just somebody to listen, you can reach me at lemonsmakeitmakesense@gmail.com. I have a telephone listed for you, or you can just DM me. You can send me a message in the comments. However you need to reach me, you can. And trust me, the person you will be talking to is Auntie. And I will definitely come up with a way that we can make it make sense. Again, if you are in need of somebody to speak to, if you're going through something, just need somebody to talk to. Maybe you got something going good in your life. Maybe something you just need to talk to that's bad in your life. You just need somebody to listen. You just need a support system. Call me. I promise you I got you. I can guarantee you call me, we gonna talk, we gonna laugh. And my services are not like anybody else's, so don't expect to sit on the couch because we don't do stuff like that. I meet you where you're at. And listen, if you are in the Hillsborough County, Pinellas, Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco County area, and you are in need of a mobile mechanic, trust me, you need to reach out to Mr. Zay Grace. The information is listed here for you. You can contact him. Again, if you are in Hillsborough, Pasco, Pinellas County, this man will come to you. There is a $35 fee. He told me to let you all know there is a $35 mobile fee, but where can you beat that at? They charge you more than that if you get locked out your car. So you got to just pay the man to come see y'all. Y'all know gas prices are high, so y'all reach out to Zay Grace. Contact him. Telephone, this number is listed. If you are in need of a mobile mechanic, reach out today. Tell him Auntie sent you. Hey.
Hey everyone, we are the Fruitlings. Hi Auntie. Hi DC. Let's do this. Hey, I'm first. My name is Nene. I represent bananas. Hey, my name is Ginger. I represent ginger. And my name is Minty. I represent mint. Hi, my name is Mira. I represent turmeric. And this the crew with plenty more to come. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook so you don't miss our first episode. Now back to you, Auntie.
Hey, y'all know, and that is Auntie Mims and the Fruitiverse. Make sure if you have not went over, like, follow, and subscribe yet, that you do so, especially if you have the youth and young adults that are a part of your family, that your community, maybe you work in a youth program. This is a program that you would like to be a part of, on top of the fact that you do get to learn about foods and health values. So it's a big learning experience. It's not just set to one thing, and I guarantee you there is something for everybody in there. Hey, y'all. I miss y'all. Y'all know, yes, we are back. We had to step away for a minute. Shout out to Mr. DC that he is feeling better. But listen, I am back, and I am so excited to be back. We are all the way already into August. Shout out to Miss Jess. She had her first show tonight at 7 p.m. Congratulations to her. So y'all make sure y'all check her out at 7. If y'all Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Y'all have to be locked in. Make sure y'all lock in. Go over there, like and subscribe on her page. Coffee and Blunts and Coffee. Oh, I said it wrong. My bad. But Blunts and Coffee. What does that say? Jess says, now that is a hot wig. Thank you, baby. Listen, I make it look good, don't it? Don't it? You like it? And then shout out to Ebony Hair Store in Tampa. Listen, if you in Tampa, that look, if you're looking for the same look Auntie got, that's where y'all got it from. And I love the look. I definitely do. Y'all know it's August, so it be that time of the year where everything is going on. It's that, to me, I don't know. People say springtime is that cleansing season, but I don't know. I guess would it be the season of fall be coming in for me? It'd be a whole, I don't know, shift. So I think about a lot of stuff. I tell y'all, we're gonna make it make sense, and that's what we're gonna do tonight. So I have been. This is a age old question. Y'all listen. I see Walter in the building. Shout out to Walter, who made sure he here. Let me see. So tonight's. Oh, I hope I. Oh, okay. We're gonna discuss that age old myth. If you're dating but not married, are you single? I know this is gonna ruffle some people's feathers. I ain't, well, maybe I am. But listen, we're gonna have that conversation. If you are dating and are not married, are you single? DC, I'm gonna need your input on this one here. I might have to come on your show when I get a chance, and we can ask this out to the fellas. But do you consider yourself to be in a relationship? Are you still single, or do you consider yourself to be married in a relationship, or does it have different stipulations on why you do or do not say so? Um, so me, when what it say? Hey auntie, hey boo, I sent you the link. Ma'am, I sent you the link. Check your email. I just told DC I was waiting on you, girl. We got some congratulatories to be giving out. You don't get to just slide on by like that. Y'all see Big Jess in the comments. We appreciate her. But listen, so it says people say that I'm not single, I have a boyfriend, while others say if there isn't a ring, you're still single. So who's right? Let's make it make sense. Yeah, what y'all think? Y'all think that if you are single, that you married? Because I know I hear a lot of people and me, y'all done heard me say it a lot of times, that I'm a wife. I'm born to be a wife. So then I always give out the wife aura. I do all that stuff. But also I look at it somewhat as being that a lot of that stuff is the upkeep maintenance that we do every day anyway. So doing it for your partner, somebody that you are dealing with, yes, it might be giving off a wifey aura, but I mean that's just what I consider to be a livelihood. Now, let's get into the whole conversation about if you're married or if you're single. Personally, I believe that if you are not married, yes, you are single. Can you be in a committed relationship and dedicate yourself to that one person? Absolutely. Now, excuse me. Yes, and I'm gonna tell you, oh, this ain't no commercial, but listen, this right here, this right here is the tea. That's definitely an auntie tea. Listen, that's the thing right there. But no, seriously, if you are single or if you are in a relationship, technically yes, you are single. We look at it from a financial point of view. Yes, you could be out there getting money together. You can be doing stuff, but if there are not legal contracts put into place, almost like a business contract, then that's what it is. Y'all pretty much business partners until y'all go and link y'all names and you go and link all that stuff together. Now, in 2026, we do see honestly, you don't see, I haven't seen a lot of people that have been sending out wedding invitations and stuff talking about, getting married. I have seen an influx in more people wanting to be in poly relationships because of the financial economic status, maybe for whatever purposes, whatever they got going on in their family dynamics, however they were, baby mamas, girlfriends. I have seen an influx in people wanting to be within multi-party relationships. To each his own. Whatever work for them, work for them. You know what I'm saying? But I still do believe that if you are not married, you are single. I do believe that you can live as a married couple, but that does begin to cross lines when it comes to certain things because you do have people that believe, okay, well, certain things are not acceptable. Or if you are dating somebody, and that's a big one that people gonna be real mad at me about, because when you dating somebody, I don't feel, even though yes, I do believe that when it comes to being sexual, all of that stuff that you have going on, yes, those things that need to be communicated. However, I honestly feel that dating, if you are single and you are not married, that you are able to date and you can date multiple people. Now, dating exclusively, somebody said, oh, we just dating exclusively, okay, then y'all taking steps to move on, then y'all have to respect that and the steps that each other has put into each other, but I do believe that there is a conversation that needs to be had. Let's see what that say. I didn't see the link now. I'm in bed. I heard. I did not know. That's probably me being a bad friend. Ain't checked no messages, but I'm so proud of you. Congratulations, Big Jess. Like I told y'all, she had her first show tonight at 7 p.m. So y'all make sure that y'all tune in to Blunts and Coffee with Big Jess at 7 p.m. on Tuesday nights. Now I got to go over there and make sure I lock in and subscribe so I don't miss no more shows because I ain't had no business missing the first episode at all. I did not mean to miss the episode, ma'am. But now that you're here, I would love to hear your input because I know that first day can be a little stressful. On this topic, do you believe that if you are married, if you are single and you are in a relation, no, do you believe that if you are in a relationship and you are not married, that you are single? You welcome, baby. I am so proud of you. That is our first graduate. We are so proud of her. Yes, we are very, very proud of Big Jess. She came, baby, she seen what she wanted. She took that and she went and ran with it. And I am so happy for the opportunity for her to be a part of everything we had going on for the month of June, what was it, July? June and July, however that went. But we were so excited to have her. Of course, we're gonna have her back on the show. Of course, now she is doing her own thing, so we are super excited. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Y'all like and subscribe. Go on over there to Blunts and Coffee because I'm gonna definitely make sure I have my Blunts and Coffee. And look, Jess, you'll be proud of me. Look, DC ain't even get a chance to show y'all. Look what I got. So yeah, see, it's things are changing. Everybody, they elevating, and we proud. We proud. But so yeah, what y'all think? What you think, Jess? Do you feel that you are still single, or how would you categorize it if you are not married to a person? Do you believe that you're single even if you are dating, or do you believe that that's just it? You shouldn't be, and I guess entertaining anybody else because I think that go into when you get to the exclusive parts and when y'all get to that. But I do know that there are a lot of relationships with people, and I have been in them. Oh, I got it. My phone is like really, really small. Let me see. Okay. Ooh, that's too big. That's gonna be ugly on that video. Hold on, y'all. My face got too big. I ain't got my glasses. Y'all know I don't. It just says if I'm single, then I'm single. I don't do relationships when I'm single, as vice versa. Okay, so right. So I agree. If you single, you single. I'm chilling. I'm doing me. Now because I do have you on the line, ma'am. Do you feel that it is in when we look at that a man how people view men versus women when we say that we single because like a woman being out there single out there dating and doing her thing. Do you think that we get a bad rep if we are entertaining multiple people instead of just one as a woman? You know what I'm saying? Like as women, whereas a man you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't get as much backlash or he wouldn't be viewed certain ways as a male when he is out single and he's been, seeing with other people. And I'm talking about now in 2026 because I know like in dating, you had to move around. Honestly, I mean to keep it 100, you have to be doing your thing unless you do have a person that's committed to that. We gonna lock in. We gonna make those commitments to be just one of it's just us. And then it's a lot of discussions that have to be had, especially in 2026 when it comes to finances. I'm not a big person on what you got, where you work at. I don't do that. Y'all can see from past relationships, I don't do that. What you do is what you do. Now, does that mean that it's going to take away from me, that I'm going to continue to let it take from me? Absolutely not. Does that mean that I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? Because in a partnership, that's what it is. In a relationship, that's a partnership. You got to look at it as, I'm telling y'all got to start looking at some of this stuff as business ventures. And I ain't saying that look at it as what you're going to get from it monetarily, but I'm saying that, you have to look at these relationships, look at what it is that you're trying to attain when you get into these relationships. If you're, let's see what it say. Of course we do because we're women. So they say, but I see a man in the same like you feel I believe the same thing. I definitely believe the thing. I believe the same. Men, we look at it, men be like, oh, they call y'all out your name. We can be called whores. We can be called bitches, sluts. We become all of that when a woman is dealing with multiple partners. And I also believe that a lot of that may come from, that communication. Now, when we communicate, I asked the man this and he couldn't answer this question for me. So maybe, what I'm saying, that's why I say I need to try to get a third so I can go over here and ask these questions over there with DC now. Because I've asked this question multiple times and I have rarely gotten an answer from a man. Why is it that men say, and we hear this question before, why is it that men will tell you, and probably women, not probably, but women too. Why is it that a person will, when a person tells them exactly what it is, what I'm saying, exactly what it is, it's almost like they're in a denial state. And then when the person does exactly what they've told them they're gonna do, or exactly what it is, they don't grasp it. Because like if we sit in there and we go into conversations and they're telling us, okay, this is what we doing, we dating, or we not serious, I don't want to get married. And you tell the person, okay, so what's good for the goose is good for the gander. What you got going on, just meet me where we at. Just let me know this what we doing. We dating, we together, we exclusive, what I'm saying? And a person might not tell you yes or no, if they are, while y'all having the conversations, but y'all have those just in case conversations. You know what I'm saying? Because I had those. Ask anybody to talk. I had them just in case. I'll let you know what I'm gonna do. Um, in the event of, and then people be shocked when you do the in the event of when they've done the event. So I don't know. Maybe that's why we have a problem with people accepting being single. Do y'all think that people? I don't even know how to word this. Like, okay, so like when we say we single and you start dealing with a person, and they, some people have attachment issues, and we know that. And the relationship moves quickly. Um, one person may be more committed than another person, and in doing so, you know what I'm saying, you might as a woman, you may tell a man exactly, you know what I'm saying, listen, this is not that we dealing with each other, but you know what I'm saying, I'm dealing with other people because I am dating. If that person does not view the same dating style as you, it's a problem. Do you think that's an issue? Especially if a person just said, oh yeah, we dating. But if y'all have different, do you believe there's different dating styles? I guess that's what the question is. Like your dating style, if you dealing with a person, because I know we have psychos. Yeah, you get involved with some narcissistic people. You having people. I just said attachment issues.
All right, I'll put my 2 cents in here because relationships are changing. This is not my preference, but this is what I do know. Women outnumber men 3-1. Google says so. I have been told numerous times, and so is my girl. You gonna need to learn to share. The monogamous relationship is ending.
And see, that's what I was saying. There are so many more people that are wanting to be in multi-partner relationships. I'm saying, and I'm saying that, like, for instance, he just said it, and no, I didn't tell him to say that. He just told y'all, you know what I'm saying, about the learning to share. I had a man that actually came to me and asked me to be a part of his poly relationship, and I'm like, yeah, no, because that ain't me. That's not me. And I know people say, well, if you talking about you dating and you dating multiple partners, that's sharing. It's a difference. I believe there's a difference when I'm dating because it's not a committed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not committing to be with this person, and if sex involved and we're dealing with each other, then we know what we got going on. But as far as when you're dealing with multiple partners, that's a lot of different other things that add into that emotions, finances, how that's you breaking down. It's a lot, and if there's already a lot going into a two-party relationship, somebody trying to share and people getting, it just be too much. I guess we gotta do a topic on that. Is it just dating just too much? Is it better just to stay single? Let's see. Y'all know I had to know. I wanted to know. I got DC. We're gonna have it's somebody else, but I do. Somebody had. We do got a couple of little write-ins. Y'all ain't let me down. I thought y'all was gonna be mad at me because, um, you know what I'm saying that. Hey, because we missed last week, you thought we was going to, you know. But I do have a couple shout outs that was sent in to me. Some listeners wanted me to shout out. Let's see. Huge congratulations to Keisha from Jacksonville for passing her state board exams this week. You put in the late nights and the study hours. Now go get your check. Now, see, when I told y'all to be anonymous, y'all supposed to tell me who these people is that's writing in so we could tell them that they thought enough about them. They listen to Auntie so I could shout them out. These came in anonymous. This one is happy 15th wedding anniversary to Derek and Tanya in Atlanta. In a world full of situationships, y'all showing everybody what real teamwork and longevity look like. Oh, then we got one shout out to Nurse Maya and Tam for holding down those night shifts at the hospital. We see you working double duty, taking care of the family and still making time to tune in. We appreciate that. Listen, I really appreciate that one. Who else? Let's see. Flavor Grid Food Truck. They listening. So if Flavor Grill Food Truck, thank y'all so much. I really, really appreciate y'all. Let's see, who else do I have in here? Um, a big salute to Coach Brandon and the whole U-Track crew out in Orlando. Y'all keep these kids active, focused, and out of trouble. That work never goes unnoticed. So thank you, Coach Brandon. They didn't tell me a team, but Coach Brandon, if you listening, if y'all know a Coach Brandon in Orlando, tell him good job with the kids. I like this. Y'all just tuning in. Thank y'all. We so excited. Let's see. All right, what was the question? All right. Dear, here we go, y'all. Ask Auntie. So, dear Auntie, my partner and I have been together for almost 2 years, but whenever I try to talk about our future or where this is heading, they completely shut down or say, why can't we just enjoy the present? I'm putting full time energy into someone who seems content keeping things casual. Am I overthinking this or am I getting played by a perpetual situationship? All right. And now, hey, this is for y'all to write in as well. But here, this is Auntie. So, it seems like both y'all have different goals that y'all are looking for in a relationship. I think that y'all need to have a conversation and discuss what it is that you all are both looking for. And y'all, by all means, y'all know Auntie ain't telling nobody to leave no relationships that they are in as long as they are healthy. But if it's unhealthy and toxic, and by when I say unhealthy and toxic, you have to look at it. Is this unhealthy to your mental health, and to your well being? Y'all have a conversation that needs to definitely be had, because there could be various reasons why. They have not discussed getting married. They have not had that conversation with you. It could be some stuff going on. I really believe that y'all need to have a conversation because two people living in a relationship or as it's called over here in a situationship, with not a mutual understanding, that's when it becomes toxic. Somebody end up getting hurt. So before you get hurt, love, I think that you and your boyfriend need to sit down and have a conversation to see what it is that he expects from you, and then I think you need to do what's best for you and make the best decision for you. And y'all don't get mad at Auntie for y'all making it make sense. Y'all don't be out there tripping because Auntie giving advice. I'm just telling y'all, it's the truth, and y'all know it's the truth. That's why you're mad. If you get mad at Auntie for being honest and telling her to make it make sense, then that's on you. I'm sorry, not sorry. All right, let's see. Dear Auntie, let's see what's time. I gotta make sure I keep up with my time. I'm the person in my family everyone calls whenever there's a financial or personal crisis. I love them, but it's at the point where my own budget and mental health are suffering because I'm always playing savior. How do I start saying no and setting hard boundaries without feeling like a terrible relative? Who is that? Hey, Auntie. Hey, Auntie. How you doing, Jonathan? Thank you for tuning in tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Well, I understand what it can be the person to be a giver, and the world is full of takers, and there are takers and then there are receivers. And I know people are gonna be like, that's the same thing. It's actually not. Because there are people that will receive something from you, and then there's somebody that will take something from you. When you receive something, that means it is being given to you. Thank you so much. I like it. I like it. That's Auntie, y'all. Telling y'all, that's Auntie. I like it. I know I really, really like it. It was picked out. It was when we made the decision, I fell in love immediately. Hello, hello. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank everybody for tuning in. Tuning in. Right now, I really, really appreciate it. Let's see. Oh yes, always a pleasure. Just wrapped up my show and had a time. I know I'm gonna have to get with you so we can get over there. I'm trying to get my schedule together so I can make it over there to your show. So because I love to come over there. You know I love to be a guest, love to meet people. So the question right now is, okay, the comment that was sent in, I'm the person in my family everyone calls whenever there's a financial or personal crisis. I love them, but it's at the point where my own budget and mental health are suffering because I'm always playing savior. How do I start saying no and setting hard boundaries without feeling like a terrible relative? Okay, so first of all, the people that continue to ask you for things without thinking about you, without asking how you doing, without paying you back, those are the people that should be feeling bad, not you. So let's go ahead and get you to know that you do not feel guilty for yourself. And I did have to learn that you cannot go broke making other people rich. And it definitely happens because there are people. Who is that? That's it. How you doing, Mama C? Thank you. Thank you. I am so excited all y'all tuned in. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I can't say it. I can say it so many times, but thank y'all. I can never say it enough. I truly thank each and every person that tunes in when they get the opportunity to tune in. I really, really thank y'all and appreciate it. But as a person that has been, like I was saying, that has been a giver, and I've been a receiver and I've been a taker, just like many people have. But your character really will define if you're a taker or a receiver. Because there are people that will give you something and then you'll receive that from that person because that means that they gave it to you. A taker is somebody that's going to continue to just take whether a person has it to give or not. And then, So, me, I know how to say no. It was a point that sometimes I would just, let people overstep, but I did learn to say no and I could say it real loud. You have to just learn to stand up for yourself because they're not going to do it. And as long as you continue to lay down for them as a doormat, they're going to continue to walk over you. Your family members that actually care about you wouldn't take from you like that, knowing that you have your own stuff going on, and they wouldn't feel any type of way when you come to them, telling them that you don't have it to give. Anybody that, that get mad at you for wanting back what's yours or for telling them no about something that you work hard for is selfish. And, and quite honestly, sometimes we have to break ties from family as well. Family, friends, those close relatives, those close friends that we done had for so long, those people, that we know that we deal with. Sometimes those are the worst ones because they will drain you and they will feel an entitlement. And we have to break that because 2026 does have a lot of entitlement in it where people feel as if that they have rights. And y'all know my word, audacity, is at an all-time high. So most definitely just say no. Just practice. Just get in the mirror every morning and practice no. Say it in different languages if you got to. No. If you really need it, girl, reach back out, call me and tell me that you need me to say it for you. I will just record my voice saying no and play it every time. But just say no and buy yourself something nice. Exactly, Mama T. Just say no and buy yourself something nice. But I'm telling you, you can use my voice. Just say no, like that old commercial. And yeah, no. Record my voice and just play it. Every time they ask a question, just play Auntie voice and say, no, I got you. That's how you say no. Tell them no. And don't feel bad about it. They should feel bad. Let's see. Hold on. What I did? Okay. This one here says, Dear Auntie, my boss loves to claim our team is like a family, but they constantly expect me to answer calls late at night, work over my scheduled hours, and fix everyone else's mistakes without extra pay. Every time I try to set work life boundaries, I get hit with a passive aggressive comment about not being a team player. Listen, boom. I wasn't gonna go there, but since you went there, let's go there because I completely 100% understand. And I'm really, yeah, I completely 100% understand. Jobs have lost their mind. I'm ready to go back to working for myself. They really have gone and lost their mind. But we're going to jump into that one because that's the topic that I definitely want to discuss. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and jump to the halftime. This that time where y'all can run to the bathroom, go get your snack, go find, you know what I'm saying, get ready for the next shows at 11. Get yourself ready. Do whatever you got to do, but you got to look a couple of minutes. But we're going to go to the halftime. Y'all take a break, and we'll be right back. We'll make it make sense with Auntie.
Yeah. BFAM by the 9-6. You know what it is. Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Lock in. Auntie in the building. Hey. Let's talk about it. Let's go. She the truth in the booth, never filter her speech. Dropping gems for the people, every word in reach. Keep it real, no cap, no glitter, no gloss. She gon' give you game, never worry what it costs. Tell her block to the board, she connect both sides. Knowledge in her voice, you can feel that pride. Single moms, dreamers and the hustlers too. Come on, she break it down plain, not a vision looking new.
Auntie on the air, make it plain, yeah. We hit fam on like 9-6, no game, yeah. Tuesday at 9, let culture live. You gon' leave inspired when she go and live. She got the heat and the tools, make you think then move.
Let's go.
Don't just scroll, tap in. When she speak that truth, cut in.
Feeling pressure from bills,
She got something for that.
trying to start your lane.
She gon' drop that map,
Mental check in, breathe, relax. She bringing light with the real, that's facts.
that's facts.
Community strong, she bridged that gap. Bringing youth and the OGs back. Come on. No gimmicks, just soul and direction. Talk that love, that real connection.
We need more like her, when the world get blurred. She steady with the word, steady to contend, not deter. Nah, stay gold, she don't fold, never got a platinum soul. Keep talking, let it roll, make it plain, let them know. Let them know. Auntie on the air, make it plain, yeah. Plain beer from the 9-6, no games, yeah. Those who got near, the culture live. You gon' feel the shift when she go and live. She got the tea and the tools, make you woke but smooth. Don't just hear, evolve. She the truth, problem solved.
Let's go. Tuesday nights. You know the vibe. 9 sharp. Yeah. BFAM Mudo 9-6 FM. It's family. Auntie. You ain't just talking. You making it plain. Facts.
That's right. Welcome back to Make It Make Sense with Auntie. Of course, I am Auntie, and if you are just tuning in, you can catch us every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. right here on BFAM 109.6, or you can make sure that you like, love, subscribe over on YouTube at at AUNTI_MIMS. Auntie, make it make sense. Y'all make sure y'all go like and subscribe so y'all don't never miss the show. And we are back. We were having a conversation. One of the comments that was sent in. What I did. Hold on, y'all. I done did something. Oh, there you go. All right. So it says, Dear Auntie, my boss loves to claim our team is like a family, but they constantly expect me to answer calls late at night, work over my scheduled hours, and that everyone and fix everyone else's mistakes without extra pay. Every time I try to get work-life boundaries, I get hit with the passive-aggressive comments about not being a team player. Okay, so I definitely understand this because I'm having some issues with a lot of stuff at my job. I do love my job, but I understand that is the company, and that is how some people run their businesses. I don't agree with the whole contacting outside of work, so I don't answer my phone. Unless it's something that I feel like I want to be, I answer my phone on an at will basis. You need to let them know, even with the whole boundary things, it's against the law for them to be doing that. If they continue to do it, contact your EEOC. I don't know about yours, where you're located. I know we have one here in Hillsborough County. You can contact the EEOC about your boss. Let them know what's going on. If they continue, because it is an invasion of privacy, if they continue to call you outside of work hours, if you're not being paid, the expectation of you to be an on-call employee yet not pay you to be an on-call employee is crazy. Yet again, I do know companies that do that. Being blamed and having to fix other people's work and it being your responsibility. Again, Auntie knows all too well what you are discussing. And it's crazy that in order to avoid those situations, you pretty much have to own your own business, work for yourself, because it's always going to be somebody that's going to feel they have the upper hand. There are people that have complex issues when it comes to being an authority. And listen, them power struggles be real. And I do believe that happens a lot in businesses now, that there are a lot of power struggles with the authority. They want people to know they have authority, so they throw it around. They take advantage of employees that are good employees that are willing to work. And then when you speak up about it, you are hit with backlash. You are hit with a lot of, what is it called? I had this word earlier because I was sitting down writing some stuff out about a particular similar situation that, you sit down and you think about some of the stuff, the retaliation, that's my word, that you do get workplace retaliation, and it may not look like retaliation from your point of view or from their particular point of view, but it is retaliation. It's when you speak up, certain things become harder for you, you get more tasks, maybe become disciplinary actions become a part. A lot of companies will do things in order to make you quit. And sometimes that is the best option. Sometimes it is a need for a change, because sometimes you are in a situation where something has gone on for so long. And yes, I do know they tell you that, one person can speak up and make a change. That is true. But sometimes in certain situations, it might not be for you to make those changes. It might be for you to move on, because that might be something that's holding you back. It just might be your time to be done with the particular situation. And again, I'm not telling you to go quit no jobs. Don't be going talking about Auntie told me to quit no job. I ain't told you to go quit no job. I told you to make it make sense. I'm telling you what may be the reasonings behind certain things that's done, but you have to speak up. Even though they feel a certain type of way, you still have to speak up for it. That's just, they can get mad. Again, contact your EEOC. Let's see. All right. Let's see. We got time. Yeah, we got some time. It's this one here. How do you deal with folks who conveniently forget how things actually went down when it's time to take accountability? So, okay, gaslighting, and that's what it is. When a person refuses to take accountability, they gaslighting. I'm a person that will call you out on it, and I will tell you, don't patronize me, do not gaslight me. I hate that. Don't try to flip around the conversation. Don't try to make it be about me when it's about you. Don't try to use what I've done, against me, or what you've done for me against me. Do not do that. That is a pet peeve of mine. I hate that. And I know that we see a lot of that, and people get upset with you when you talk about it. It's become taboo to have that conversation because there are so many people that walk around with that, but it bothers me. It bothers me. And when you have people that can't take accountability, you just need to remove yourself from those people. You need to address it, and then you need to remove yourself. And that's just being 100% honest. You need to remove yourself, because once you've addressed the issue about them taking accountability and they still refuse to take accountability, to me, it becomes a disrespect thing. It's a respect or disrespect, because that means that you're choosing to make a decision and continue to lie, because that's what it is. If you're not taking accountability and it's being addressed, that means that you're lying. And I don't deal with liars. So yeah, I would just remove myself. It says, let's see, gaslighting in everyday relationships, holding your ground when others try to flip the narrative, and knowing when to stop arguing the facts and just let the relationships go. That's like, that would be me. That's how I feel. Somebody has to just learn when to let it go. And if anybody disagree with what I'm saying, or you got some input, Mama T, Queen, of course, Walter, DC, Jonathan, if y'all have any input, y'all know Auntie is already always willing and listening. If y'all disagree with what I'm saying or y'all agree with it, y'all can go ahead and put it in the chat. I will read it. Y'all know I ain't got them glasses. Don't talk about me. What it says, start documenting. Mama T, exactly. Start documenting what's going on with the account. Yeah, that's a big one. I'm big on that. People get mad because I record. I have receipts, and they be talking about, "Oh, you got receipts." Yeah, I got receipts. Because I ain't finna play with y'all. I've been playing with too many times in games that I don't want to play. People will involve you, and then they get mad when you respond. But yeah, and dealing with them type of people, you need to just move yourself, because those are the type of people that will create stories, create lies, create drama, and you don't need them parts. Make it make sense. Remove yourself. Sometimes it's a blessing to know who a person really is. When they start doing that, it lets you know that they, you know what I'm saying? That's how they move. Just move yourself out the way. That's how you handle that. You move yourself right out the way. It says styling, stress, and burnout, knowing when to unplug the hustle. Society praises the nonstop grind, but who benefits when you're running on complete fumes? This one here, so yeah, when I was reading this one, I again was responding, and I be responding quickly to some of this stuff, because I do work. I work every day at one of them jobs that we was just discussing. But for real. So yeah, sometimes I be jotting down little notes. And with this one, it was society praises the nonstop grind, but who benefits when you're running on complete fumes? The myth of needing to do it all, recognizing mental and physical exhaustion before a crash out, and how to reclaim personal time when everyone constantly needs something from you. So definitely, when you feeling that type of way, when you feeling, you need to learn how to recognize those signs. Recognize when your body is telling you that it's about to shut down. Recognize when you are getting mentally tired, when you can't keep your eyes open, when you're having those brain farts, is what you call them. When you start thinking you need fish oil and all this stuff, you need to go ahead and make sure that you're getting rest. Because yes, vitamins are good for your body. And that, I'm not a doctor. You know what I'm saying? But, nutrients, vitamins, probiotics, all that stuff is good for you. But making sure that you get rest, making sure that you're not mentally tired. Because you mentally get tired too. When you go to sleep, that's resting your body, that's resting your brain, that's resting everything for a reset. So sometimes you have to pay attention to those signs, learn those signs. Learn the signs of mental and the physical exhaustion. If you just get short real fast, you don't want to deal with nothing. You get aggravated just by being around somebody or the situations that you're dealing with, then you definitely know that it's time you need to rest. And again, that steps goes back to those boundaries. It definitely goes back to you setting boundaries, knowing how to set your boundaries and holding those boundaries and making people respect those boundaries. So just remember, learn how to unplug. And that means from people, places, and things. Just take yourself, go do something for yourself. Let's see. I know I had a couple more. Did I have a couple more? Okay. Here go one. Let me see. Still got time. Yeah, we doing a good time, y'all. So I'm gonna try to always get them in when I can, as long as y'all get them to me. It says, when keeping it real goes wrong, honesty versus toxic. Where is the line between being authentically real and just using truth as a weapon to drop toxicity on people? This thing, this gonna be a show. I'm gonna do a show on this because somebody had to point out to me that sometimes my responses was toxic to them, and I do understand somebody, again, they could gaslight you and flip that around on you, but it does make you think. And when you're a person that make it make sense, when somebody says something to you, you think about it from their point of view as well. So I did do a self dive into myself, and I did go back and start looking at myself to see if it was, if it was genuine or if I was just being toxic. And I did learn that at some points I had got to a space of being toxic. That's when I had to do complete break of ties, because I learned then that I was responding out of toxicity, and it was no longer of me being genuine in my responses to that particular person. So it says, distinguishing tough love from disrespect. And I did become very disrespectful. And that's another thing. And I apologize for that, because I was dead wrong. I said some stuff. And yes, there was truth to what I was saying, but the way of the deliverance was very, very disrespectful. And at that point, I didn't care. But the grown me, the person that's me to heal me, know that because I was upset, I was dead wrong to try to hurt that person, because hurt people hurt people. And at that moment, I do realize that their situation had affected me deeper than what I had thought. So you have to remember that you be playing with people's feelings. But distinguishing tough love from disrespect, how to set firm boundaries without blowing up relationships, and call in scenarios on when to speak up versus when to step back. So you have to learn sometimes when to, that whole give or take. You have to learn when to speak up. Sometimes you gotta learn just when to be quiet. That's a big one for me, learning when to be quiet. But when I do, it definitely is some truth to silence can speak volumes, because I know if I get to a space where I'm aggravated, mad, angry, and I become silent, where I don't say nothing, I don't want to be bothered, people definitely take heed to that, and they know, like, okay, we done fucked up. So there is some truth to that. Let's see this one. Why do we strain our own backs trying to carry people who won't even put their own feet on the ground? Baby, listen, these write-ins finna be whole topics, so y'all be ready. I promise y'all, I'm finna make some write-ins. We're gonna discuss this one. The cost of carrying everyone else's baggage. That's gonna be a topic, so y'all look for it. Keeping it real goes wrong, honesty versus toxicity. These gonna be some topics on Aunti. We're gonna discuss them. I'm gonna address them all. I'm gonna give them all a show, because they wrote them in. Yes, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn them into whole shows. We're gonna discuss them, so y'all gonna be able to come back up and we're gonna talk about it. I gave y'all the topic, so y'all know what we talking about. Make sure y'all be following the page, because I sent a flyer. The day the flyer was late, but I try to get a flyer up to let y'all know what the topics are. I'm trying to get better at that. I told y'all I've been doing a lot. The job is taking a lot. Y'all know what happens when my job starts taking over my make it make sense. Something got to change. Oh yeah, and if y'all do want to keep getting content, y'all can send your little, you can send donations over to Cash App AUNTI24. Everything helps. Hope everything okay outside. Everything helps. It helped me put together these shows, bring y'all more and more contact, keep getting people pay the bills. Y'all know I need to pay the bills. Bills are expensive, especially in this day and age. But they're carrying everyone else's baggage. Why do we strain our own backs trying to carry people who won't even put their own feet on the ground? Recognizing when helping turns into enabling. So you must definitely recognize that. You need to recognize when you are no longer helping and the situation has now turned to enabling. And enabling is when a person comes to you with expectations on you. That's the problem. When they got expectations for you, you know what I'm saying? Where they done set up, you gonna do this and that, and they expect you to do it. They get mad at you and they angry. Yeah, they done cross some lines. They definitely cross some lines. That's why I say we definitely gonna have to have a conversation about this. This one here, I listen. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this one. Breaking the habit of being the family or friend fixer. We just talked about that with that write-in. You know what I'm saying? When she wrote in telling us that she's usually the one that's paying all the bills and doing all this, and people try to make her feel guilty. We're not finna do that. When you that person and you are the person in the family or the friendship, because that happens in friendships too. It does. It happen in friendships too. Become their giver. They become the takers. The expectations are set. The boyfriends, situationships. It happens. I've been there. I'm telling y'all, it's happened to me. I've been that person. I'm letting you know it happened. So don't feel like you the only person. Don't sit over there feel like, oh, I feel so stupid. He used me and I did this and I did. Baby, you're not alone. We done all did it. If you done been in a relationship with somebody and you're not married to that person in this happy relationship and you done dated multiple people, it's done happened to you. So don't feel like it only happens to you. But that fear person, learn to set those boundaries and setting practical boundaries without feeling guilty. They go back to that guilt again. They'll make you feel guilty. You start to feel guilty. You got to learn to stop that. I had to learn to stop that. I kept putting myself back in a situation because of my own guilt, my own self. My own self kept saying, oh, well, maybe you should go back. Maybe you should go check on them. Maybe you should call and see how they doing. Maybe you should. No, maybe you shouldn't. No, you don't want to. No, don't do it. Stop. Don't do it. Let it go. That's been one of the hardest lessons in life that people have to learn to let go. Let it go. Let it go. If it's not, when I say beneficial, that is not taken, but that is a mutual. When I say beneficial, that's mutual between two parties. I'm not saying beneficial to you where you're just, again, taking from somebody, but you are receiving. The person is giving and you are receiving what they are giving. Likewise, you are giving and they are receiving what you are giving. That is the difference between being a taker and a receiver. It's not up for debate. A taker, somebody that's going to continue to just take, whether you have or not. That's what a taker do. They just take. A receiver is somebody that waits for you to give it to them. That whole give and take, that's what that means. That makes sense. It's not rocket science. But the biggest thing is boundaries. Boundaries are the biggest things that people feel very, very comfortable disrespecting. And I use that word disrespect because that is what it is. If a person says boundaries and you disrespect those boundaries, if you choose not to follow those boundaries, if you do anything outside of what they have, so it is a disrespect. That's the same thing that goes for when you go to work or you go somewhere, they told you how it's supposed to be, and you make a decision to do it the other way. It's a disrespect to the person and what they've done. What they told you, how they've set it up for themselves. They set it up how they wanted it done. That's what goes back to what I said, that you have to go into business for yourself. You have to work for yourself. You have to be by yourself. That's why a lot of times when being single, and you have that single mentality, because that's a selfish mentality, and it is when you can't go along and accept other people's way of doing things. Now, those are learning lessons as well, because when the person has something set up a certain way, and that is the way that that person does it, yes, if they ask for you to change it or they give you the opportunity to go in there and make changes, then yes, and that, that's a welcoming thing. But you can't just go in and change what somebody else have going on if that's the way they have it set up. So you have to make that make sense. So you have to learn to respect boundaries, and that goes across everybody. That's everybody. That's the biggest issue. If we learn to respect boundaries, a lot of the issues that we face in the everyday life would not be so hard. They definitely would not be so hard. The disrespect wouldn't be what it is. I be just putting I'm sorry, y'all. I be trying to stay time, but I told y'all I've been sipping. I guess I can take the last couple of minutes to show y'all my little tricks. This one here was a gift for my daughter. And y'all know I don't do the vapes, and I normally don't do them. Yes, I go to the hookah spots every now and then. But this weekend I spent with my grandkids, and my daughter had gave me this, and it says fucking fab, and it is the shisha ×2, so it is a hookah, and I like it because it does light up. So y'all can see that. But it lets you know all that other stuff. How much in when you need to change it. Y'all see it light up. Y'all know I like stuff to light up. I'm a big kid. And it really do got a real good flavor. I'm not sure. I guess that's the shisha. But I do like that flavor. And I showed that at the beginning of the show. This is my new favorite drink. This is my new favorite drink right there. That's the new favorite drink right there. That's the one. And it sneak up on you, so y'all be careful. But that is definitely my new drink. So y'all be looking for Aunti tea with that one, because I know that one gonna make a bomb tea. I ain't tried it yet, but y'all missed it. My slushy was delicious. Had a mango slushy. That was real good. Yes. Thank you, Mama T, for tuning in tonight. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, of course, Queen Jess. I'm so proud of you. If y'all not aware, Queen Jess was the recipient on our show for the month of June and July, and she is now home at BFAM 109.6. So y'all can catch her every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on BFAM 109.6 FM. You can catch her on Blunts and Coffee. I'm mad again, like I said, I missed it, but I definitely will be tuned in next week for the show every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Y'all get Blunts and Coffee, and then y'all have time to catch it, get your little snacks in and stuff, because I'll be right behind at 9 p.m. Make it make sense with Aunti, of course. Y'all tune in. And Simply Complicated. I'm telling y'all, so yeah, definitely. It has been a very, very exciting show. I truly will thank y'all for tuning in. Let's see who it says. I asked my sister why she never pay people back, and this helper said because they never asked for it. You know what? Your sister need her ass beat. Tell her she wrong. Tell her and she knows she wrong. A person shouldn't have to ask you. Okay, let's go ahead and get that conversation. And I'm gonna say this because I done been guilty of it. A person should never have to ask you for money back. They really shouldn't. It say thank you for your great show. No, thank you. Thank y'all. Y'all make it possible for me to have my great show. Without y'all, there would be no show. I could make it make sense, but then I'll be doing it by myself, and I do that anyway. But I give y'all the opportunity to give me something to make sense outside of what I be having going on, and y'all can come up here and help me. And Mama T, I love our conversations each and every time we have one. I truly thank Walter. Before we get out of here, y'all know it's that time of the year again. We getting ready for Make It Make Sense with Aunti Youth for 2027. The time is flying by. Y'all know this is our third one. I'm so excited. We're going to be in a different venue this year. So we are looking for places, and we're trying to see. We might not be in Atlanta this year. We're going to take it somewhere else, definitely. But if you are tuned in and you have youth that will benefit, let's see. Wrong is two left. Yes, ma'am, Miss Tasha, Miss Mama T. If you have a youth organization or some youth that could benefit, I'm off Friday, ma'am. I am definitely off Friday, and I ain't got to go to work until later 6. So yeah, we're gonna have to link up. Definitely got to link up. But if y'all have any youth events or something going on, and y'all want Aunti to be a part of it, y'all reach out to Make It Make Sense with Aunti. You can contact me at lemonsmakeitmakesense@gmail.com, and Aunti will be a part. 813-578-6482. You can contact me to invite Aunti. I will come out if I am available. You have to just let me know ahead of time, and I will be a part of whatever you got going on. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you in Hillsborough County, don't forget, y'all, contact Zay. If you need a mobile mechanic, don't forget about that $35 mobile fee. But I'm telling y'all, that's cheaper to get in your car if you lock your keys out. And they're going to fix your car when they get there. They ain't going to just charge you and pop the lock and then it's going about the business. You're going to get your car fixed with the $35 fee. So y'all make sure y'all tune in, go get your snacks, run to the bathroom, and life is make sense. See you next week.